Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. I am your host for the evening, Miguel Colon Jr. And guess what, guys? There are no parents in the building. Oh, James Yawn's doing grown-up stuff. Ken Miller's doing comedy stuff. But guess what? The stepchildren have taken over the trailer park today. I am joined in studio with my main man from the With the Side of Chaos podcast and the law offices of Aaron Morse, Aaron with an E, Patricio Rocky.
I'm sorry that I never get to use the air horn, even on my own fucking. Oh,
It's all right, Patricio. We'll just note that.
oh my god. Sorry, is that usually when we record in this show in this room, it's chaos.
Yeah,
literally chaos.
Yeah, because that's your show, With the Side of Chaos,
yeah.
right?
And I honestly forgot that we're doing the FCC regulated Real Laughs 104.1.
Yo, first of all, let me say that other voice you hear, that feminine, powerful woman's voice, is Katrina from the law offices of Aaron Morse. Aaron with an E.
Aaron with an E. Thank you. I answer the phones. Call me.
Way to push women forward.
Whoa, hold up.
No, but dude, I honestly it does feel like the parents are gone and they just left Big Brother and little crazy brother in charge.
Yeah, and it's like Katrina's the neighborhood girl that we're both like, girls are icky, and then we turn like 16. We're like, listen, dog, if I catch you staring at her one more time, I'm gonna take you in the trailer park yard and teach you a lesson. No, I'll tell you guys the truth here. I never run the shows on my own. Like, there's literally always somebody there, except for back in the day when we were on in the station, right? So now we record remotely, but back in the day we recorded at the station, and I had Casey, I had our engineer all the time. So I've never done any of the technical aspect of the show. I just dropped the hot fire.
Yeah.
So I came in here and I was like, no, guys, I was like, Ken, James, y'all can't be on the show. I will run it. There's no reason why I shouldn't be responsible like you guys. And since we were supposed to do this at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it's now like 5:30 because stuff started going weird with my computer. And I was like, I don't know what's going on, Patricio. Patricio's like, yeah, I'll walk you through it. And I was like, where are you? He was like, I'm at my office. I was like, I'm driving there.
On my way.
Yeah. So this episode is a very special episode. Like I said, the kids are here. The inmates are running the asylum. But since I have Katrina from the law office of Aaron Morse here, and I have Patricio from the law office of Aaron Morse, I wanted to do something a little different on this episode. I wanted to talk more about their journey into law, because I'm sure both of them, and I know they're not lawyers, but they're in the world of law, you know? So I wanted to talk to both of them about how this journey came about. And then since it's still National Women's Month, the whole month too, guys. Wow. Nice.
Thank you.
I did want to talk about too, in this field of law, because this is family law, how, if you guys know how things have changed from the beginning, because I know that there was once a time when, I guess it's hard to verbalize. I want to make sure we get this correct. I'll talk to you guys more about it. But there was once a time when, though mothers seemed to always have the, she can get the child, she's the mom. There was also a point too where like men could basically be like, she's hysterical and crazy, and they're like, well, he says she's crazy, Right. So like the and Patricia, I might not be right about that. I'm just talking about kind of the stigma of that. So let's kind of start with that. To celebrate National Women's Month.
No, that's absolutely a thing though. And they've actually, I believe it was mid 2000s, put some laws in place to make sure that the court system in Florida specifically, talking about Florida law, does not favor the mother's side. And that came straight from Aaron Morse. That's information from the attorney, not out of me. So
we got flashcards, guys.
No, and here's the thing, like Katrina is young and she's going to school for law.
Okay, girl.
She's well knowledge in the field. Here's the thing. I got into this field by accident.
Yeah.
I was
He's watching the windows and they were like, you speak Spanish? Get on in here.
Dude, you have no idea how
amigo.
close that is. I was the head of sanitation at Celebration Hospital. Someone calls me up.
Wait. So you were a janitor?
I was a janitor.
Yes, I knew it.
I was the head.
I knew it. The head janitor.
I was the head janitor.
First of all, nobody's making fun of janitors, okay? First of all, I'm just making fun of Patricio because I was like, I knew it.
And
I knew it started with a mop.
My friend Tim calls me up. It was like, hey, listen, bro, my girlfriend works at this law firm. They're looking for someone who's bilingual. Literally, you hit it on the nail. And I'm like, well, I don't want to work in an office. I work manual labor. And next thing you know, I go for the interview, I get hired. And then his partner was like, wait a second, you hired someone without telling me? I want to interview this guy. So I had to go for a second interview after I already got the job. And then he loved me because we love Star Wars all together. And yeah, I started working as a receptionist, and now I'm a marketing director.
Look at that, man. Look at that. So yeah, and let me tell you this much too. When you started as a receptionist here at the law office, being a Latino, how hard was it to explain to your family that you weren't gay?
So that is a really hard stereotype right there. The majority of receptionists are female, and it wasn't at this law firm because I've been in the field for going on 9 years now. And I started off with Carlos Melendez in Kissimmee. Shout out to him, and he gave me the opportunity. And going in there as a Hispanic,
because our families sometimes. They'll hit you with some stuff that you're like, what are you talking about? And it's like, I think there's a lot of things Latinos do that I think have been super progressive. And then there's a lot of things we do. We just take a step back. And I think there's always a family member in a Latino family. Yeah. There's always a family member in our family who can't understand something that's so simple. You're like, yeah, man, like my kid wants to take tap dance. And they're like, oh,
I feel that like just the Spanish culture itself just got stuck in the 1970s, and we're okay right there.
That was the era we were running things. The cocaine empire era, big shirts, disco dance. That was ours, man. Us and the brothers had the 70s,
and we owned it. And that was the one thing that I always push on when it comes to like the Hispanic culture. We're like, we are tough MFers.
Yeah.
You see the fat guy, we call him gordo. You
see
girl,
flaca.
You call her flaca. You see the black guy. Oh yeah, el negro allá.
Yeah.
We just got to the point, and it wasn't anything that like we were trying to be racist or hurtful. It was
just direct.
Yeah, you call them Spanish.
Yeah, exactly.
Gringa, you know.
They're evolving.
Aquí,
I love
amigos.
it.
Just don't appropriate, please. I love that when people call anything appropriation. I'm like, this is one of my favorites. Like, and I'm jumping off subject here, but I heard people talking about like, when you represent another culture and you don't give them their credit, it's appropriation. And I'm like, okay, if you don't give them credit, maybe. If you don't know, you might not know, because there's tons of things I do that I don't realize came from somewhere else. Mm-hmm. But I mean, people pick and choose what they want to call appropriation.
Dude, I see about 45 Mexicans right now building the new complex right across from the courthouse.
Yeah,
I'm not going to see no Mexican flags. I'm not going to see no taco stands. We do what we got to do.
You do what you got to do. And I'm going to tell you this much, man. Nobody ever called Wu-Tang out for appropriation, and they better not.
No,
they better not. But the Klan, real quick, Wu-Tang Clan, I'll get to you later on. Explain that to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't worry. It's going to be on the test, though.
Oh, shit. Well,
it's okay, honey. You can say one. It's National Women's Month.
Thank you.
You know what? I got pulled there, and this was just a horrible joke that I put on Facebook to be horrible. As a comic and as people do comedy, you find, Patricio, that sometimes you just say something just for the reaction, and you're like, whatever. I put Happy National Women's Month. You pick whatever sandwich you want to make me. You've earned it. And they pulled it down for hate speech.
That's great.
I understand this. I expected like 200 comments, like not funny, pretty lame, weak joke. Those are all fine. Stupid. I hate it. But when Facebook pulled it down for hate speech, I was like, come on, guys. Everybody's allowed to criticize and say it was dumb, but to say it was hate speech.
Now, you see, I had something similar on my TikTok, but it didn't get taken down. It was basically a duet of a girl saying, like, guys who go down for their pleasure deserve a sandwich. It's literally me getting a bag from McDonald's, like, oh my God, thank you so much.
Yeah, I second that.
You see? And I got praise. I got praise from the female community because of that.
Absolutely.
Hey,
what sandwich do you want?
Oh, Katrina, girl. It depends on the level of the down. If it's amazing, just put some butter on toast. If it's whack, I want a panini. I want a caprese panini with a little pesto sauce.
Are you taking notes?
Yeah, if you can make your own sun-dried tomato spread for it. But if it's fire, I'll take some Wonder Bread, throw some butter. It don't need to have butter.
International Women's Month, everyone.
Yeah, man.
Tell your mom you love them.
Women are allowed to love sexuality as much as men.
Absolutely.
Yeah. With that, Patricio, tell me a story where you failed to please a woman sexually.
Oh, that's very recent.
Yeah. I could show you videos.
Oh, yeah, no, dude. I can get you testimony. No, it happens. It happens whether you get the whiskey thing or...
Oh, whiskey's not my fault. I'm like, hey, my guy's been drinking.
And that's the thing. Like, it happens.
Yeah.
It happens all the time. And it's... Maybe you get a second chance, maybe you don't.
Yeah.
But it is what it is,
Just have a good partner.
Yeah, I've gotten to the age where I'm not even ashamed. I'm just like, hey, he ain't feeling you.
Oh, yeah.
What can I say?
Oh, it's going to be 6 more weeks of winter. Sorry about that.
6 weeks? That's what it is. Let me write that down.
Yeah.
Let me let all the...
Because when I was younger, my guy used to work for me. Now, he tells me what is that. He's union now.
Oh, no, he throws in his 2-week notice.
Yeah. Yeah, my guy used to tell him we're doing this right now. I used to call him SEAL Team 6.5, because he was always ready to go and handle whatever he had to handle. But now he's a union worker, and he's like, my contract says I will get at least 2 hours notice. I'm like, come on, buddy, don't do this. I'm going back in. I'm going back in.
Oh, my condolences.
Yeah. Yeah. It ain't always a good time. Like I tell them.
Just have a good partner that understands it's normal and it's not going to make you feel bad.
That means
for
you
it.
have to keep them. Yeah.
Okay, or
I tell them I'm here for a short time, not a good
or
time.
Viagra. I mean, you know, you can get it prescribed.
It's the worst when it's like either, you know,
call them blueies.
It's not the TV show.
Mom.
No, that's what we're trying not to do.
No, what I'm saying is like it's worse when it's like either the one night stand or you know we had a couple of drinks, things happen, and just like no, this is not how it is.
Yeah,
it's like you can't plead your case.
I let him know. I'm like, this is about you.
Yeah,
you did this because he's ready to rock
dude,
and roll.
In 2023, you can't do that because they're like, are you shaming me?
Yeah.
Because you can't do that.
Wow, you don't find me pretty?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what. 2 times during the movie Short Circuit, he was ready to rumble, but now with you, he's not. It's you, okay? All right, Transformers the cartoon like a rock. Now he don't want to do it. Think about you. You did this.
At the end of this day, this will be hard.
Short Circuit was a 1980s movie. It was about a robot that came to life after a lightning strike.
Oh no, dude!
It also contained horrible references to the Indian culture, not Native American, but the Indian from the subcontinent of India, where Fisher Stevens played a gentleman of Indian descent with all the stereotypes. And I'm going to tell you what, right now we're like uncool. 1980s, I was like, that dude's killing it.
Oh yeah, no. And
But
if you want to throw your fun fact about the fun fact that you're always throwing, this would be the time.
The genus species of the elephant that General Hannibal rode to invade Rome.
Yeah.
This isn't very funny, but
I know.
Loxodonta africana cyclotis.
How many did he get across?
I don't know. Do you know?
Yeah, 1.
You're kidding.
Yep, 1 made it across. Girl, don't
I
talk to
think
me
we
about
just become
Loxodons,
best
girl. You want to see my Loxodon tattoo?
No, really?
No, God, no.
Oh. Well, he said he was going to get it tattooed.
There's no tattoo artists. Oh, Loxodon and Celefano. Oh, man, let me get those ears right, you know?
Well, no, because like every time that we go out, go out to play pool and things like that, she'll randomly ask me, what is the species of elephant that
Fun facts with Kat.
Yeah, but it's every day. And the thing is, like, it's useless information that is in
Learn
no way,
it.
shape, or form is going to be beneficial for me down the road.
Could you pick that species out if I showed you a picture of it?
Probably not right now. I'm a white claw and a half inch, but
if it only takes a white claw and a half for you to not recognize your elephants, then
I didn't know I was
chose
going to be
this game.
tested.
This game didn't choose you.
Listen, I didn't know there was going to be a test. All right,
because you line your elephants up.
Let's
for
circle
me.
back to the '80s movie that gets it. Done
Okay,
for
yeah.
you.
So which one does it?
What do
Okay,
you mean?
okay. Which I'm going to tell you right now. Right now, if Red Dawn comes on, everybody leave the room.
Oh my.
I got to take care of at least 2 before the Russians have even landed, and they land 1:40 into the movie. Okay. Hey guys, we're gonna go to a commercial break, but when we come back, we will talk about how Kat got into this profession that she's in, more about what she does here, and also we'll get back to Patricio telling us his great janitor tales. You're listening to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. To Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. I'm in the big seat today. My name is Miguel Colon Jr., stand-up comedian, and I am joined in studio with Patricio from the With the Side of Chaos podcast and Kat from the law offices of Aaron Morse. Guys, we want to plug this real quick. This month, March 22nd, Orlando Improv. Real Laugh is throwing a show. It's going to be me, Ken Miller, James Yon, Patricio is going to be on there. Devin Siebold's coming on to do a little bit of time. I think Mike Hurley, he's swinging by. It's going to be all of us lined up. Yeah. So it's going to be a real big show. I'm real excited for it. You can go online to the Orlando Improv and look for the March 22nd date and pull up the Real Laugh show. And guess what? I'm going to tell you guys this. I shouldn't be doing this. My accountant says I shouldn't be doing this. But we got a promo code for you all. You type in the word free, you got yourself 2 free tickets to the show.
Now you give me the promo code?
Yeah, I wanted to sell a couple for your friends. I wanted Patricio's people to pay.
They did.
I'm like, pay.
Gotta make money somehow.
Yeah. Now I'm like, nah, go for free. We don't care. It's a sponsored show.
Now that we've got his money.
Yeah, now that we got Patricio's money, we got that janitor cash. It's time to give out. Yeah, that's right. Promo code free, guys, and you guys can get 2 free tickets to the show. Come on out. It's going to be an amazing show. Great lineup. We're excited to do it. But just a minute ago, we were talking about how Patricio got into this profession, and turns out he was a janitor and washed a window, and they were like, you got moxie, kid. Get over here. Answer the phone in Spanish. And that's how Patricio became. And Patricio, what is your title here?
I am the marketing director and paralegal here at the law office of Aaron Morse.
Help me understand, because I have a general knowledge of what paralegals are. You're basically a lawyer nurse, but
pretty much.
Well said.
Yeah, but and I mean that with all the dignity that comes with it. Like,
absolutely,
you're the one who pretty much helps compile all these cases and does all the, I guess, like the groundwork. and presents it to the lawyer, and they use their legal expertise to kind of file through that. How would you describe your job?
So no, actually, you hit it right on the nail. So let's say, for example, Aaron has to prepare a motion to compel because so and so can't do what was ordered on a final judgment. So I basically take the facts of the case, get the notes that she has from either the consultation or whatever she got from the client. I look over the docket, which is basically the breakdown of everything that's happened on the case from beginning to present, and then looking in whatever was filed by opposing counsel or opposing party, break it down to basically be able to tell in the motion a story of why we're going to court. So like basically saying this dum-dum didn't pay child support because he's a dum-dum. And then I basically compile that in a form where I break it down, bit by bit by bit. And then Aaron goes in there, of course, with the case law and finds it out. And boom, we file that with the court and we go for a hearing.
Was there ever a time where you were full of yourself? Like, yo, check it out, Aaron, bam. And you laid it all out, all excited. And she's like, okay, no.
Yes.
No. Yeah.
Yes. And so the cool thing is a few months ago, I started realizing that. So anytime someone drafts something here, we put it in Aaron's review box, and then she'll bring it back to us with her initials. Now, the cool thing is in the draft, you'll get, notes here, put this here, change this. Like she'll give all these tidbits. But then I've gotten a few motions where like it's just the initials. And I'm just looking through. I'm like, whoa. I did a good job. It's like, yeah, everything's good.
Where's my gold star?
I'm like, no, seriously. Like every time there's like no notes on something that I've drafted, it's just like, yo, I got this.
Yeah,
I got this.
Erin's just like tired. She's like, what am I signing over here? Is this Patricia? Is this the Uber Eats order? Oh no, he's gonna lose the baby.
And there have been times where like I've drafted a motion and we've gone back and forth 4 or 5 times because either I mess something up or she wants to add something, or I mess it up even bigger than what it was before. And like even Kat's scene, like where Aaron will come in here and be like, just, she'll rip me a new one.
Yeah.
Hey, get it done. And it's not about, being mean. It's basically like, this is the world where, lawyers are going to be tough because they're fighting for their clients. And sometimes that animosity and that energy, sometimes does get on the paralegal. And that's why this field really isn't for everybody.
Have you ever personally felt that you were the reason something went bad? I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
When I worked criminal in my earlier years, there was a time where I did not file something on time, and
that's bad.
Oh, that's horrible. Yeah,
really bad.
Thank you, Kat, for that.
You're welcome.
Time
Everyone.
sensitivity is huge in legal. And I remember we had to file what was called Scrivener's error, which basically says,
there's a cat in a box, and I can't remember how it works.
Are we talking about Schrodinger's cat now?
Yes.
Don't use those words, man.
I love that. And basically it was a motion saying that like the paralegal messed up, and because my guy got a warrant for his arrest because I didn't file a certain motion on time.
You're like, bro, I'm gonna file that Tuesday. You're like, it's Wednesday. Stay in your house. Oh God, I'm coming to get you right now.
Do not answer the door.
Hey, we're going to Old Mexico town.
No, my first few years, like I dropped the ball big time, and I've seen people drop even bigger balls. Wow, that came out wrong.
Yeah, you have. Patricio has OnlyFans, so yeah. Depending how big of the balls you want to see drops, just go to Patricio // eggplant.com.
And no, I've seen like mess ups, going to trial. I was in the seat next to an individual who got sentenced to life in prison because it wasn't our fault. It was just a really, really bad case.
They were like, is that an I or a J? I don't know. Give him life.
And yeah, I've actually been next to someone where the judge says, I sentence you to life in prison.
That's rough.
And dude, like I felt that man die next to me.
That's rough. Yeah.
Because like he's never going to see a free light of day.
Yeah.
It's always going to be in the courtyard or in the mess
What's
hall.
that energy like when you're sitting next to your client and you're like, you're like tapping him on the leg. You're like, listen, man, I'm pretty sure we could, like, what's the energy like when this is, we did not win this one. Like,
so it's different with family law and criminal law because here's the thing. And Aaron says,
do you ever just take the baby out of their hand? And be like, I think we should put him in the middle right now. Like, I don't want him getting too attached. Does it call you dad? It doesn't have to.
And Aaron puts it best where like in criminal and family law, in criminal, you see the worst clients at their best. But then in family law, you see the best people at their worst,
Right.
because like they're fighting for, to be able to see the kid. They're fighting for their house. They're fighting for how their life is going to be for the next 10, 15 years, depending on if there's a child involved.
How much money they have to pay.
Yeah.
Gets a lot of people really pissed.
Yeah, I bet, man. Yeah.
And
have you guys ever had like a Kaiser Soze moment where you hand the kid over, you're like, you got the baby, Marilyn, and then you realize, oh my God, this person.
No, that happened with a dog.
With a dog?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even worse.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
adorable.
No, it was a Dodge dog. And our buddy Kyle, our coworker Kyle, we had the dog get dropped off at the office, and Kyle was actually playing with the dog for the longest time and taught the dog how to sit, because this dog was being neglected by both parties.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long did they leave it here for?
Oh,
he taught him to sit.
No,
you know, Patricio's lying. This was a baby. He's like, Kyle had a dog, a little adorable Chinese dog.
But
God, I hope he's doing well.
Here's the thing: as a paralegal, like I'll hear some horror stories, but Kat is the one who filters out the people who are going to be our clients or who get,
I try.
What do you do, Kat? You just look at me like is it like you're like a bouncer at a club, not feeling that hat?
Oh man, I answer the phones pretty much, but we have a lot of really wacky, funky calls. You know, my background is my dad did federal contracts.
Oh wow.
So I didn't, family law is a totally different field, and you're dealing with people. Patricio said it best. At their worst, emotions are high. Tensions are high. It can get really messy. So
have you ever looked at somebody and be like, damn,
yes,
I know you did it. But
oh, absolutely. We'll get phone calls and people, you can just tell, especially from the villages.
Yeah, I bet. They're like, I bet. They're like, my granddaughter, she ain't taking care of the baby. Where's the baby now? Oh, damn. What without, I don't, because I know this, you can't explain stuff, but kind of dance around and can't dance around like some red flags for you. Like if I call up, I'm like, hey, you
want me to get this one? Because I got one right off the bat.
Well, always saying the other person is at fault. Go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, the other person at fault, but the one that always a red flag. I'm behind on child support.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're like, well, if you're behind on child support, you're gonna be behind on attorney fees.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Good. Think about the money first, not the kid, Patricio. Smart. Yeah. I'm behind on child support. Well, baby go die.
And that's the one thing, not to beat up on deadbeat dads already, but I mean, you fell behind because you didn't put your priorities in order. You wanted to buy the Jordans, you wanted to up your car, but not take care of your son.
Oh, his son's supposed to have a not fresh dad? Damn, Patricio. I know you grew up without a father because you don't understand how important it is to have a fresh dad. Okay.
Well, if he would have put things in order,
Skechers.
If he would have put things in order, then maybe I still would have been in the picture. But no, it's there are a lot of red flags.
Yeah, but the picture of him looks fresh.
Oh,
the Jordan's on.
Yeah. Your Honor, here's Patricio's father. I know he ain't take care of his son, but tell me the drip ain't soaking. Okay.
Riz off the chain.
Yeah, look at that, man. My man dripping so hard, it's a puddle around him. Not guilty. Let's go. Come on, let's get some Texas Day Brazil.
Ooh, that sounds good girl. Right now.
It's National Women's Month. You want me and Patricio to take you out to dinner? We won't, because you can take care of yourself. Buy yourself flowers, Miley. Okay.
But I would like to be taken out to dinner. So
you're about to be. Hopefully.
That's right. These two have like dates they're about to go on.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you can tell they're important dates because they decided, Miguel, you could come here and interrupt and make us be late so we could talk about deadbeat dads.
I'm not gonna be late.
I guarantee you, if I'm like, you guys want to hang for like an hour more, like they'll be like, I guess they'll be texting him in really important stuff at the law office. They're taking a baby right now. We got the doors boarded up. It's like Elian Gonzalez.
Well, I can't do
that's
that.
a name I've not heard in forever.
Yeah, because nobody cares anymore.
She will not know who Elian Gonzalez is.
Do you know who
No
Elian
idea.
Gonzalez is?
No idea.
Okay.
Please
You know who
enlighten me,
Anne
boys.
Frank is?
Absolutely.
Okay, Elian Gonzalez is the second most famous person in the closet. Okay? He's the third. It goes Anne Frank, Tom Cruise, and then Elian Gonzalez.
I don't know if they share the same closet, but I like that analogy.
Cool.
Oh my God, no. So in was it late 90s?
Late 90s,
Late 90s. This kid from Cuba and his mother swam to Florida. His mother died on the
raft.
On the raft over here. And the kid was picked up by INS, and then they gave it over to the family
relative,
who was living in Miami. And then it became such a big deal
because his father, I believe, was still alive in Cuba, and
Yeah.
he wanted his son back. So the question was, this is a good question for the law office of Aaron Moore's staff over here.
We're not attorneys.
That's right, man. That's why it's even better because you get that street legal.
All right, let's go.
So this was the question, and we're I want you guys to think about it. We're going to go to a break in just a little bit, but I want you guys to think about this question. Elian Gonzalez's father wanted custody of Elian, and he was back in Cuba. His mother his mother passed away on the journey. I believe his aunt was alive in Miami and wanted him here. And the question became, as a Cuban making it to American soil, did he have asylum and he was supposed to stay here? Or since he was a child and didn't choose this trip, does he go back to his dad? Now, I know you guys can't answer that question because I don't have all the details, but I would like to ask you, have you guys ever been hit up with a similar situation where it's sort of, there's not precedent? You're setting precedent for this. Yeah. What do you like lean on for that?
Oh,
like, because you guys are helping the attorneys build these cases. What do you guys lean on for that, Patricio?
So the one thing that people misunderstand a lot is the fact that even though, let's say, for example, you have a kid with this girl you've been dating for 5-6 years, but the kid
drive to a really liberal state.
The kid is born. Oh, and you guys aren't married.
Missed.
Miguel, you as an individual, you are not the father.
Right.
Because your paternity has not been established. Because a child born outside of wedlock, mother has full rights. If you had a kid outside of wedlock, you as a man have zero rights.
But
do I have any obligations though?
Unless they're not established. It gets weirder though, because if that woman that had the kid out of wedlock has a legal spouse, that spouse is legally the kid's father, even if biologically he's
boys, we call that a Texas tornado.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, it's crazy. Just learned that the other week.
Well, no, I learned that from a Tyler Perry episode, and then I had to go confirm with
y'all. I'd like to quote Madea versus the state here. Damn, taking the Madea and say, yeah, we want a deal. You can't beat a Madea Defense. If I learned everything,
we want to settle.
Yeah, Grambling.
Your Honor,
it's that you can't beat a Madea Defense.
No, that would be a great movie.
Yeah. Madea Baby Daddy. Yeah.
Baby Daddy.
Hey guys, we're gonna go to commercial. When we come back, I want to ask the law office of Aaron Moore's crew over here their favorite legal movies and why.
Ooh.
We'll be back with more Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. The Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1 special legal edition. I'm your host, Miguel Colon Jr., jailhouse lawyer, two-time Kumite winner, and host of tonight's episode. And I'm joined in studio with the host of the With the Side of Chaos podcast, Patricio, and the amazing, my new homie for life, Katrina from the law offices of Aaron Morse.
Hi, everyone.
Well, a little more power. This is give me some National Women's Month.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, that's right.
Ooh, thank you,
guys. Before the break, I was talking to you guys about we were talking about like sometimes cases went bad, sometimes you knew something was going to go wrong, kid taking the kids away, and it made me think about everything I know about law comes from TV and movies, and then my dealings with lawyers, which is usually like, you make sure she don't touch the foot, and so I want boom, 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 boom. You guys want to see my example? You ever watch Law and Order, Katrina? You ever see Law and Order?
A few episodes, yeah.
This is my example. Teresa, you watch Law and Order?
Oh, heck yeah.
This is my example of every episode of Law and Order. Let's see if you do have a murder case. Motion to withhold the weapon, McCoy. Your cops didn't Miranda them. And then it's always like, what do you mean you didn't blah, blah, blah? And it's like, we beat them up. And
it was funny how they handled the win and the losses. It was always funny how they're all in the DA's office and they're just like, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
It's like they're all walking away.
Yeah. McCoy's just having a scotch and he's just like, you try. And I'm like, yeah, go downstairs and tell his mom we tried. But, dude fled to the Dominican Republic and now we can't find him, But so that's everything I know about law, really, man. Like my personal small experiences and TV and movies. But I know I have some favorite legal dramas and stuff like that. And I you've got to. If you two in this profession, I assume before you got into the profession, you liked some of these movies more. Then you got into the profession and you were just like, what?
Yeah,
I was like, now when I watch Boogie Nights, I'm like, that ain't how it works.
Not accurate. Yeah.
But Kat, may I start with you?
Sure.
What is a legal drama, comedy, anything that really played onto you before you before you joined the legal profession, and you were working towards being a lawyer yourself, correct?
Yes, yeah.
So
Absolutely.
what was like a television movie, sitcom, something that really affected you that made you think, oh, law's awesome?
Yeah.
And how do you feel about it now?
So it was less law, more so like the criminal aspect of it. I
Okay.
was really into NCIS.
Oh,
and
okay.
The forensic science aspect too, and representing that.
Because they made it sound like there was a national sperm data bank,
Yeah.
and they were just like,
man, and you should have seen the size of the lab that they gave the really hot goth girl Abby.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's not accurate. And same goes for TV shows, movies about law. It's not accurate. Not everything is that dramatic, especially in family law. It's not. Typically, clients don't get arrested.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed, right? But family law, it's just, unfortunately, sometimes it's just a lot of bad drama.
I loved like CSI, how like the crime scene guys were like raiding buildings with the cops.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, time to get some fingerprints. Let's roll.
Right.
Stay in the van, Jimmy. Real cops are doing cop work.
Oh man, yeah. Well, but it's still there's
Who's the hottest? Because you said the goth girl was hot. On
Abby from NCIS.
Don't
Absolutely.
give her a name. Makes it weird. Who's the hottest person in a law show? Because I'll tell you exactly what it is.
Usually the attorneys.
It's
right?
Jack McCoy from Law and
Oh.
Order. Those eyebrows. Those eyebrows.
I do like
Eyebrows have
good
no
eyebrows.
limits.
Yeah. Those eyebrows. Yeah. They
Motion
keep going.
Suppress those eyebrows.
Yeah, those eyebrows
Motion
are
granted.
expanding like the universe at all times. Sometimes McCoy just sticks an eyebrow on you, and that's it. Yeah, Jack McCoy was definitely stud meat on Law and Order. Every ADA that ever came on that show, every female, probably every dude ADA was just eye candy. And then Lenny, he was Lenny the cop, because whatever. You just want an old Jewish guy cutting jokes at your murder scene.
I would say do not touch that cable.
I won't again because it looks like a mouse ate it. Now that you are in this profession, what's like a legal TV show, movie, or something that you can't stand anymore because you're like, that's so garbage?
Any of them.
Yeah.
Because we spend 8 hours a day reading about the law, and trying to defend our clients, or, weeding out new clients.
How much of Legally Blonde are you like, that's real?
Oh,
2%.
I don't think all attorneys know hair as well as Ellie Woods does, right? But no,
that's a home perm, girl. You ain't innocent.
You couldn't have gotten your hair wet. But no, I don't know. I'd say a good 20% of what you see on TV is maybe accurate. It's really hard to tell.
Yeah, well, no, because I want to give a little example. Yesterday, Kat and I were preparing trial notebooks for the attorney for today.
Those are fun.
You just put stickers on them.
I wish.
Oh God,
they have to be very precise.
Yeah,
and orderly.
Because every judge has every judge has a different rules and procedures to how they want notebooks and evidence presented.
Do they tell you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Every judge, every county has a breakdown of like rules and procedures.
Here's a comic book.
Watch, he's stabbing her. He's stabbing her. He's stabbing her. He's loving the baby.
Yes, Your Honor. I did the illustrations myself. Thank you very much.
So we have to provide evidence when we're going to trial, and Aaron has a really like a petty technique that I love for when she handles evidence. So the judge gets a binder.
Yeah.
She gets a binder.
A very nice one.
Oh, a very nice one.
Because you guys do the binders.
We do the binders.
And then
wow, National Women's Month. You don't have to do the binder, Kat.
No, I do. She's my boss. Anyway.
Yeah, and
she's just not doing the binder. He's fixing the fans. He's done, Miss Morris.
Opposing counsel gets the evidence, but with like those rings.
Oh, Aaron makes him get the rings.
They don't
That's
get a binder.
great. You know what I would do if I was Aaron too? I would rotate the different colors of paper in here, like so it was like neon and everything, and then give him 3D glasses to have to read it with. Did I put some of the pages in upside down? God, Kat.
And that's what I
Darn
love. That's what I
reception.
love working with Aaron, because like she's not your run of the mill dusty bookshelf attorney. She's like this. It's a new generation.
She's
of
young.
attorneys.
She's
Yeah.
fun. She's smart. She's awesome.
Oh no,
Seriously.
she kicks ass.
Does she label each page? You're gonna lose.
Actually.
You're not gonna win. Like you're reading it and be like, Your Honor, as Aaron, and then just reads the top. You have a small wing. Like you mother.
Oh man.
No, Kat yesterday, like she wrote a post-it, and she's like, "Can you put this in her trial notebook?" And I'm like, "I got you," but I put it in the box that held all the notebooks. So like she got your no.
You should from
cute.
now on, Kat. You should at the corners of each thing draw a flip book of somebody just flipping off the other attorney and then going mad.
Specifically for opposing counsel.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
That's sneaky.
It just written in like labeling things. You realize there's certain letters capitalized, and when you read it, never going to get your baby back.
Oh man.
What
Your
does
Honor.
Chili's mean? Oh, it means I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back.
Your Honor, it was funny. What do
Yeah.
you mean? What do you mean we can't?
We
do
like to
that?
run a funny courthouse around here.
Everybody needs a good laugh.
I want you to ask me the movie because I feel like you and I would actually like know what I'm
What?
talking
Okay,
about.
so Patricia, what is your movie?
Sleepers.
Sleepers is amazing. Oh my God, man. First of all, it starts out
Horrific.
horrific. And you're like, Kevin Bacon's not gonna be in this movie anymore. like he's on the poster, and then you're like, wait a second, I'm not the Kevin Bacon I ever wanted. You're like, oh, footloose Kevin Bacon. And then you're like, put the kid down, Kevin Bacon. Put the kid down.
It is by far one of the most darkest legal films you'll
Yeah.
ever watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. You would cringe. No, you would turn off the movie probably like 10 minutes in.
Oh, well, uh-oh.
Uh-oh, skip your date. We're all watching Sleepers. I'll get food.
Sorry, boss is making me stay late.
Yeah.
Because you got Brad Pitt, you got
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro, you got Dustin Hoffman.
Dustin Hoffman's the other
Dustin
lawyer. He's the
Hoffman.
lawyer that they have. And then you have Billy Cudrup is in there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else. Oh my God, I forget her name now. Minnie Driver.
Yes,
Minnie Driver's in it. Yeah.
It's a great cast. And like the film
It's
itself
a gangster movie and a lawyer movie and a movie about kids.
Yeah.
Oh, minus
Yeah.
the kids part, it sounded good.
It's like Goodfellas meets E.T. meets
Meets Kevin Bacon.
Goodfellas meets E.T. meets Aaron Brockovich. It's like the deleted scenes from Goonies. You're glad they deleted, you know?
Yeah. It's like as if they added the scene from the book It
Yeah.
into the film.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which I never
Yeah.
got. Listen, I never got. And if you know anything about the book It, that's
Why Stephen King?
what
Why
we do.
did you
That's
do
what
that?
we do after we kill the monster.
Not
we
while
run a
we're trying to.
celebratory train, and also Women's Month. It's her choice.
No,
it's not. They're
we're
kids.
not.
That was a trick question.
Yeah.
It's no one's choice with your kids. God, you guys, get it together. Flip
Listen,
book.
We work in family law. We know the right answer.
But no,
Yeah.
and then
Take that baby.
that's the thing that kills me about like working in family law or working in the legal world is that like you actually understand the process. You know how long things take. So like
Yeah.
when you watch these TV shows, like
So fast. It doesn't go that fast.
No, like you got to file the motion.
Months,
you
y'all.
got to file the proposed order. You got to make sure opposing counsel is okay with the order. You got to make
You
sure
make
that
notebooks.
yeah, you got to make notebooks.
We got to make so many
Yeah.
notebooks in our.
Don't you
flip
guys
books,
wish you could
comics.
just work with opposing counsels, paralegals? Also, you guys just like notebook slumber party, and you guys just up
Actually,
with
that would be
stickers.
Great.
Yeah, you're like doing facials on each other. Like this is
No, like,
great.
so
I love that.
working in downtown, like we're actually friends with a lot of paralegals from other offices.
I bet.
Yeah, we hang out, we chill, we don't
buy
talk about
drinks
the
from
cases,
them?
buy
Mhm.
drinks from them and all that stuff. And it's
You guys really, I bet you take them out the night before the case. You're like, hey man,
Hey, you wanna
come
go
here.
out?
Try this. You like, come here. No, you don't need rest, bro. Rest is for the weak. That baby's going nowhere.
No,
You ever
we're-
done G?
We're always very respectful about that. You know, you have to.
Well, hey guys, we have to wrap it up, but I had a blast. Katrina,
Same.
would you be down to come back sometime and come back here on the show?
Absolutely, yeah.
Patricio, I say me and you do a little bit more of these live from the law office of Aaron Morse because I'm having a blast
Oh,
with
dude,
this.
I love it.
And if you want to see us all live, come out March 22nd to the Orlando Improv to see the Real Laughs crew do a comedy show. I'll be there. Patricio will be there. Devin Sebo will be there. James will be there. Ken Miller will be there. Katrina, you gonna come and hang out?
Maybe. Let's see what's up.
You
that
come
night.
out on a date. If you don't,
Yeah.
if you have a good date today, you can bring that person. But I don't think you
We'll
are.
see how it goes.
Yeah, because I think we're about to watch Sleepers, guys.
Slumber
Guys,
party.
Slumber party,
Bonzer
flip
party.
books. We're about, sorry about the custody hearing, but we were doing
Oh, yeah.
facials and watching movies.
That's why you have little hearts on the binder.
Oh, little tears. On behalf of myself, Patricio, Katrina from the Patricia from the Witness Side of Chaos podcast, Katrina from the Law Office of Aaron Morse, and Miguel Colon from Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. Peace, guys. Enjoy yourself.
I love how you had to look at